some music going and we'll dive in. Hello, Vault Dwellers and Wastelanders. My name is Kyle, and you are joining us for a new episode of Tales from Tomorrow, our Fallout TTRPG series that we broadcast live over on Twitch at Overseer Kyle and live over on our YouTube page, Tales from Tomorrow. Nice and easy. You can find the links for this in the descriptions below, whether it's on YouTube or the rest. You go to overseerkyle.com for all of it. But a quick and brief introduction to my friends playing tonight. We have our good friend Sky playing his character Sam. Sky, how you doing this evening? I am well, and I am looking forward to getting in here and causing some chaos across the Halloween wasteland. And we're joined by our good friend Mac Ravenblood, playing her character Raven. Mac, how are you this evening?
Hello, boys and ghouls. Mac is going to be good.
We'll see about that.
Mostly.
Yeah. We'll see about that. Raven's already trying to cause chaos across the town. Some of that welcome. And we'll see what happens with the rest of it. Brief call out though before we get into it. If you want to save 20% off on the Bethesda Gear Shop, use code VAULT3 at checkout. That is code VAULT3. You can save a good chunk of money on all kinds of Sunset Sarsaparilla stuff and some gorgeous Nuka-Cola shadow boxes. Many things you've probably seen me show off across the channel and beyond. So without further ado, let's dive into tonight's game. Oh, I guess I will say, because it's very timely, you can use code BTAILS at checkout on Modifia's site. Modifia's Entertainment's the one who makes the game. They got a brand new book coming out, so you might want to snag a copy of that. 10% off for you, 10% kickback from us. That is code BTAILS, B as in boy, tales as in stories. And yes, without further ado, let's go ahead and zoom in, see where we were with our little town here. We have, as of last week, Sam and Raven were in the cafeteria. It is the eve. Well, it's Hallows Eve, All Hallows Eve. It is Mischief Night. It is the night before the trick-or-treating and the festivities. So as we're diving into this little spot, I'm going to switch over some music and tunes. And I think you two had just, been just chowing down after a busy day's worth of milling about, meeting with people, setting up things for Halloween, kind of getting into that festive spirit. So let's dive in. You guys are over there, grabbing some food. What's the plan? I think you're gonna get ready to head out. It's something about 7 o'clock in the evening.
I'm gonna start talking to Raven. I'll ask her, I'll say, Raven, are you excited for Halloween? Was there anything you wanted to do before the event started? And the festivities?
We'll say at that time, Al comes.
Yes, not sure if I should make trouble with a pank.
Al comes in and says, Master Sam, Master Raven, Rusty has just gotten into town. You could probably hear a whole bunch of hubbub. I'm sorry, I interrupt your conversation.
Oh, that's good. I want to go talk to Rusty.
Well, he's brought quite a festive fare with him today. Some pumpkins from the farm and, well, I eyed myself a chest of what looked like extra decorations, which could be quite fitting, and if he has enough candles, we can light more pumpkins.
That sounds like a blast.
We got now good dudes out the door. Would be nice to continue.
Oh, Rusty is here. I want see besties.
Yeah, we can go see her. But if you wanna, I know you mentioned a prank. Maybe we can think of something. It is the mischief night.
Yes, something nice. Not mean.
As you get out there into the street, Sam, there are a bunch of people huddled around. There were already a lot of millings about. Lots of candles and such lit throughout again, jack-o'-lanterns throughout windows on the main street, in front of the church. It is now dark, considering it's about 7 o'clock at night this time of year. But it's probably still a little... 7 o'clock? It's probably dark. You guys are out there. Rusty's coming in. There is enough light to see out there, though I want to emphasize this is sort of the populated portion of town. You see Rusty just chit-chatting with a couple townsfolk as he's getting sort of his stuff settled into the old caravan shack here.
How's it going, Rusty?
Hey, Sam. Oh, happy Hallows Eve to ya. How's everything treating you tonight?
It's actually going really well. We stopped by one of the more dangerous parts of town, and we found a super duper mart there, and we were able to get a whole bunch of goods. And we also found a Halloween store, which is why we got all these decorations out in town today.
It is looking quite snazzy. Haven't seen a Halloween like this in, well, quite a few decades. But anyway, look, I got some stuff as well. If you or anyone else are interested in buying, I've been having some people scrounge up some things for events like this, so we brought some good old wasteland Halloween goods for you. A lot of paper craft, a lot more little knickknacks to sit about, maybe to sell to some of the kiddos. And on that note, some good old candy.
I think that sounds good. Maybe we can make a trade.
What you looking for? Anything in particular, Sam? Anything I can get out of the old satchel bag for you?
No, we could always use more candy. And I like the idea of some of these paper crafts.
He pulls out a lot of the vintage, some of those black cats that you'd see pinned up on the wall, some ghosts and pumpkins dancing with their little legs. Lots of goodies, Sam. These used to be quite a treat in the pre-war times, and let's try and bring it back for the kiddos now, huh?
Wow, that looks good, Mr. Rusty.
Thank you very much. I take a lot of pride in all these, I take a lot of pride in bringing some joy back to this little town. Don't get used to calling me sentimental.
We know that deep inside that ghoulified body is a heart.
Shriveled up, Sam. Shriveled up.
Rusty is good guy.
Well, if you're a good customer, get to shopping.
Raven, do you have any money?
Uh-oh.
I'm pretty flat broke right now.
Well, usually I'd be the one. I mean, if we were around the farm, I'd have some work for you. A way to earn a couple caps, but I'm just settling in myself. Anyone around here
I
with
got
deep
55
pockets?
caps, Sam.
How much do you think this is going to cost us, Rusty?
What are you guys looking to actually buy from him? Like how much? Like, give me some sort of scale of like, I guess anything. These aren't items, of course. There's no money for this, so we're just gonna have to make it up.
No, just a. Like a bag of candy.
Well, let's see. He goes a rummaging. For that, we could probably just use the price of like, any old. Let's see what sort of candy options do we have. What do Dandy Boy apples cost? Only 7 caps for a thing of Dandy Boy apples. So I'd say about anything a candy he'd sell is about that price. Just to keep it, just to borrow directly from the book. And he probably, I would say, has, he has Dandy Boy apples. He's got some of the, like, funnel cakes in here. He's got, Fancy Lad snack cakes. Those are 18 caps. I don't know why those are double, but okay.
Wow.
Potato crisps. He got potato crisps. 7. What's the price on those? 7 caps. I like this. This is fun. I'm so to anyone at home. I like shopping episodes of TTRPGs. I do. He's got some sugar bombs with him too. They're not really a Halloween snack, but he's got some. Those are 11 caps for what it's worth. I don't know if you guys want any direct items off of this list, or if, again, you just want to kind of buy a bag of any, sort of candy. He might have some, what else do we got? They have bubble gum. They have, gumdrops. That's what I was looking for. Gumdrops as well. So, how much you want, Sam? We got a lot of goods in here, a lot of candy. I brought enough, hopefully, for everyone. But the question is, are you gonna be doing what they used to? Are the kids gonna be out there tomorrow trick-or-treating, going door to door? Because if that's the case, you might gotta stock up.
I know. Back in the day, we used to go through bags and bags of this stuff.
No reason not to do it again, Sam. The dental care's not as accessible, but if you don't care about that, I think you'll be fine.
Wait, kid would get candy?
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
all
for
the
sure.
time. That's what the holiday's about.
Really?
Well, Sammy boy was gonna say something about it. What were you gonna tell her, Sam? I remember it like it was yesterday.
Oh, I was just saying for sure. They'd walk around, knock on doors, and it's a little bit safer back then than it is now to go knocking on strangers' doors. But they'd knock on people around the neighborhood, and they'd get candy by saying trick or treat.
You gotta say trick or treat, Raven. That's the most important thing. That way they don't shoot you. Like you're an intruder at the door.
Trick or treat?
Yeah, just like that.
I have 3 brain fungus and 2 beer, worth 28 caps total, without like the barter thing.
Uh-huh.
So I could trade that.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know what the percentage gets taken off for that.
Because you're gonna try and barter it with him. Is that right? Is that what you're saying? Like, well, let me
Yes.
see. Yeah, I don't remember how. I think it's something. If you do a barter check, if you're gonna do a contested skill test with him, You can... fix how these merchants...
I am down to do that.
You can haggle to a degree. Negotiation allows you to get more for the things you sell. To haggle, make a charisma plus barter oppose test. The trader you're dealing with also rolls. If you succeed, the price becomes 10% more favorable. Okay. Well, now that Rusty has a real sheet to it, my kid should be able to actually do this with a little ease. Da, 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 da. Okay. Okay, did you make your test, Sam, by chance? Go ahead and do that, and then he'll go ahead and do that too. So it's, what is it? Charisma.
I will use Smooth Talker to reroll one of those.
Okay. Oof.
Right on the dot. That's exactly what I needed.
Rusty's really good. He got 3 successes on his.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I need to boost up my barter.
He, and I guess for what it's worth, I'm just going to tell you, because I didn't make this. I just used I feel happy about this. This makes me feel good, because everything's, kosher here, that this is a default one, and by default, they have a 9 charisma and a 5 barter. So he is like a barter beast. I guess that's how that's sort of supposed to be. I mean, that's how they want their traveling merchants. I guess maybe that makes some sense. Rusty's, sorry, not Rusty, but Terry's also a different type of merchant, so I'll be curious to see if his stats are different, if he can do that. So he wallops you, and as a result, I guess I get 2 back to my pool. So all that means is there's just not a discount on it. But that price you gave, Sam, I mean, he would trade you for like the same amount's worth of that stuff. And of course, because this is just, lighthearted trading and all that, I mean, I'll give it to you at that lowest price of 7 or something. So 28, like 4 things of the candy of your choice is probably fair. Unless, again, you really wanted one of those higher priced ones, and then I'll just charge you whatever the book says. But if you're just happy to take like gumdrops, cotton candy, all kinds of stuff like that.
I'm happy with that, and some Dandy Boy apples.
Yeah, you can have certainly some Dandy Boy apples.
Because we can do bobbing for apples.
Wonderful. Oh, also a quick question just for my own note keeping. You're buying these all just to contribute into the event. They're not so much going into your inventory for later use. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Because in that fair, we'll just say you get not just like a single carton of those, but he'll get you he can get you. He'll get you like a bulk or amount, especially if you tell him your plan there, Sam. Because maybe Rusty can, work with you. Sammy boy, what do you? A lot of goods. What's going on here?
I got these brain fungus and a couple bottles of beer to trade. I was wondering if I could get maybe some gumdrops and especially some Dandy Boy apples. I think it could be pretty fun to get some bobbing for apples going. Of course, we'll have to find some purified water. I don't want kids to be dunking their heads in irradiated water.
Well, that's a good idea, Sam. Thinking ahead. Must be the medic in you there. Yeah, I don't want them growing a 3rd or eye or maybe a 5th for Halloween. Costume will become real.
Yeah, I think there was a movie like that back in the day.
Hey. Well, good on you, Sam. I mean, I do have purified water, but if you're looking at it, the scale of that, you maybe want to just check over with the town's water filtration thing. That'll get you some.
I'll get that squared away. Thank you, Rusty.
Of course, Sam. Looking forward to all the chaos tomorrow.
You got any plans tomorrow?
So what happens if you don't have a treat, Mr. Rusty? What kind of tricks would kids do back then?
All kinds. Maybe they would TP your house or throw eggs at your car. Light some dog shit on fire on your porch. All those kind of things. A little chaos in the town, a little mischief at night. But not so good for the people that don't like it.
I remember doing that to my old math teacher back when I was a little kid. He deserved it, though.
Well, there you go. It's a night
Sam,
of
that sound like I
leveling
would get in trouble if
playing
try
field.
that.
Level that playing field. And yes, you probably would.
Well, Rusty, we appreciate your time. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.
Absolutely. And to Raven, just remember, pick your targets wisely.
Yes, sir.
Have fun.
As we get out, I kind of pull Raven aside and I'm like, you're talking about pranks and everything. And, Rusty brought back some memories. What if we got some of Betsy's manure and put it in some of the paper bags we got from shopping? And also maybe grab some Mirelurk eggs and head over to the West Virginia lumber mill and egg one of their vehicles and leave some flaming Brahmin manure outside their doorstep.
Oh, yes, let's.
I bet there's plenty of Mirelurk eggs lying around the cafeteria that won't be missed. I think we got a lot of food that we brought in. They'll probably want to eat that before they eat any more Mirelurk.
Slight call out that the West Virginia lumber mill, I do believe, is something akin to like 6 or 8, maybe, I think 8 hours away.
Damn. Okay, maybe we can find one of their outposts that's closer.
I feel like that one, I was trying to think, like, you could take the boat if you wanted to, like, and the APC as well, but that seems like you're maybe, like, going on an expedition. Let's see. Okay.
Drive-by egging.
I mean...
Yeah, they're just throwing it from the water.
Yeah, just drive the boat past. You get the eggs on the way. How to do that? I mean, okay, so with the boat and with the APC, you could cut down your travel time if you wanted to get there. As for outposts, being honest, I don't know that there are any closer to you guys. The closest one was abandoned, right? That one in the middle of the road that those guys, I think, ended up leaving. Which, again, I'm sorry, I love this idea. I'm just wondering who you're going to go to because of your time constraint, that it's an odd hour to go far. Let's see, who all do we have in the town? So we got the cultists. Of course, you got your main crew. There are carpenters and other peoples. There are guards. There are the kids that are there. We haven't seen Chop. Well, honestly, I haven't really even put too much thought as to where Chop's been since we did the time jump. I'm sorry, guys. I admit to not having really thought. He was out on his own. kind of hunting around the town further out. Maybe you guys could journey. Maybe is Chop a decent target to try and like cause some Halloween chaos with? Like, because here's what I'm thinking. Chop very well probably lives outside of the town to avoid just the day-to-day of dealing with humans and all the stares that come with it. And his buddy bot is quite large, and so probably is not, I imagine, I just don't think they're in the center of town now. So if he lives sort of outside of it, that's probably something you guys could do. I don't know if you want to tailor your strategy to be one of, like, I don't know how Super Mutant does with, like, getting their house egged. But
yeah, I don't want him to feel targeted. You know, if he went out there to live away from the day-to-day minutia of having to deal with humans, I don't want to like make it feel worse.
Sure. Yeah. I think associating with him. Well, okay, so I'll say this. Using Halloween might be a decent way to try to bring him more into the fold, just to say that if you guys do want to visit him, maybe not for targeting him for tricks and treats, well, for the tricks, if you do target him for the treats, that could be seen as a kindness if you guys do want to start bringing him, sort of, if you want to try to bring Chop back into the fold. But I definitely think you got a point there, Sky, that going out and targeting him is probably not great. I would definitely recommend bringing treats and not tricks. It's my thought. It might have to be the cultists. I hate to say it. It might have to be them. Because unless you guys are going to take a boat. I mean, here's the other thing. You guys could also go scouting for something at 7 o'clock at night. But I do worry, it's 7 o'clock at night, and I don't know that you guys, we could say that you found a place previously, if there's somewhere that you want to hit like that. Maybe we could concoct up a little raider outpost or something that's somewhere else. You guys are suffering from the traditional problem that is hope, that is isolated. That is what it is. It's up there all by itself.
Which is like overall like honestly good for the town, but not good for what we're trying to do right now.
Correct.
I'm down with like scouting.
Yeah.
I mean, we got some time tonight.
Sure. Down for that.
I mean, I know that, you know, technically in game all that cultist stuff was months ago. I don't know how much the hatchet is buried.
And I would emphasize it was 1 month ago, right? Like, 1 month and maybe 2 weeks at best, I think, has passed. And I don't know if they were angry at you, but I do think there's probably an element of targeting them as well. I think that's also maybe more just your GM's concern, that I'm like, they are supposed to be comedic relief. I also think that they've been kind of bullied and murdered recently. Like 3 of the 8 of them are dead. I don't know. I'm probably putting way too much thought into this because of how our world is right now, but like, I feel like they're a traumatized group, even if they can't admit that to themselves. But the fact that out of 8 of them, 3 are dead, there's probably 5 at best. 1 of them died in their house here. 2 of them were smashed by an APC that you guys were using them to flip over. I guess maybe their reaction comes down to the orb, and the orb, that's what I will warn that with them. Oddly enough, the orb's gonna have to be the ultimate decider, because that's who they are. So if you do something to them, I think it's out of my hands how they react. Just forewarning as to the precariousness.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't hit the orb guys, either are we good guys?
I do want to stress, though, I think that there's something to maybe... I know this is stealing the mischief from it, but I do want to say that I think a lot of these people, these events, these holidays would be a good time to bring them bounty. Maybe if you bring them a trick along with a treat. Anybody, that is to say. Do tricks work well in the wasteland when everyone's strung out all the time? Or they just shoot you because you're just like, didn't know, don't dress like that. Don't dress like a ghost. Thought you were a Klansman. I'm sorry I shot your arm off. That's my.
Well, that's kind of what I that's what I expected is if we did get hit, like if people did find us, that we would probably just get shot at, and then we'd either have to run or just fight them.
Well, running could be an option, but yeah. I'm sorry. I feel like me just bringing the Fallout reality into it. I feel like I'm being I'm so sorry. I think Hope's just so traumatized as a town that it's hard to trick them. I feel like they need like a good Christmas and a good whatever else to reset the clock before they're emotionally ready to be tricked. But I'm being too serious about it. I apologize. We're about to take our break soon enough anyway, so we could, that would give me like a little bit of time to come up, if we want to shift to any locations or anything. But I'm all out. If you guys want to go scouting, maybe we could even have some NPCs, maybe see if we get some intel off of them. Maybe other people. Because quite possible that other people been using the boat over the last month too, like for other people that have, in the town that have ferried things up or down. It's unlikely it's just sat, stagnant each day. Although there is concerns about the Mirelurks. So maybe they've gone on only like short expeditions with the boat to kind of like maybe scout out the Mirelurk threat, see how serious it's getting. Maybe that would also give some people eyes into like local, like raiders, things like that. Hell, maybe there's even some settler groups nearby that like are just camped out. Like, because I would imagine those people would want to come to Hope for the safety, but I'm sure there's some settlers that are just, as we see all throughout 76, that they're just camping out as they're on their way to another location. So if either of those targets are interesting, we could certainly
we could find some Mothman to pank.
And I considered that, but also they have like that magical foresight, so they might see us coming.
Well, they wouldn't have until right now, but I don't know. They probably wouldn't still see you coming, to be fair. I did not think about that, but I didn't think about it, so I guess it wouldn't have happened, but this guy does have a point there that I think they would certainly...
And that vine thing they do.
That's what came to my mind. But I don't know that every cultist does that either, so that's the challenge. I think what we kind of maybe gathered is that tends to be more, like they're more devout ones than just like the average foot soldier, but... to what degree do the devout ones guide the others or something? Like maybe I think those guys might actually wind up, that those types might kind of be the local commander type, is kind of the energy I got off it last time, but I really didn't set that up per se.
And that's the vibe that I got from them.
Yeah, well, everyone else was just using guns and like fighting for the cause. Those two were like, nah, bullets don't hurt me. Like, I'm gonna fuck you up.
I certainly want to do it against like bad people.
Okay.
Because I think that like brings some humor into it.
Sure.
And I also like with the settlers, like I want them to come to Hope. I don't want them to,
sure.
to find out about this and then be turned away. So if we want to like talk to some people, maybe scout. I mean, Rusty did just come here, so maybe he saw something along the way.
Yeah, I think that's a great connection right there, Sky. And without going into a lengthy dialogue between you guys and Rusty, I think that's certainly fair. He upon telling him that idea you had, that you guys were looking to get a little mischievous and such, and Raven brought that up, bringing up some target choices. Him saying, make sure to pick your target well. Maybe at that point, one of you guys had asked, like, did you see anybody? Any interesting targets coming up and down the road outside of Hope? And I think, we will definitely get you guys to a raider encampment. I would say, after free radicals, you want to find other raiders? This comes the question.
I'm fine with the free radicals.
They'd probably be a little more docile for you. And if anyone, they could very well be the ones to expand up that way. So, probably Rusty says that there's some free radicals that have maybe even just moved into one of the buildings up along one of the roadways there. Not so much that they've created some, outpost per se, other than they've gotten into one of the roadside stands that's still around there. Got some of their, loose fortifications coming together. Rusty probably tips you off that that's, he would kind of know about free radical movements anyway, since they work together pretty well. So he'd probably be able to tip you off to that well. That'd be my thoughts on it. Okay. Well, then why don't we take our AFK break now, and then we can come back and get into that in 10 minutes or so. Anything else you guys need before we do that?
I think I'm good.
Okay. Here we go. BRB.
Hello.
Hello, folks, as Max says. Hello. We are getting back into some Fallout here. We'll just pivot to some good old theater of mind for the expedition out there and engaging with some raiders here. So let me go ahead and... I'm going to go to the map of Appalachia. Let's do this. Let's activate it for the folks at home. Well, that's Hope North. I said Appalachia map. No, I must have misclicked. Activate. Uh-oh, it looks dark here. Is that normal? It's probably because there's not tokens for people down. How do I... I mean, I can put their tokens on. This is the overview map, so maybe I just change a little bit of the setting here so it's always illuminated. Let's try that one, because this is not a secret map by any stretch. Configure, lighting, global illumination is on. Do you guys at home, like Mac and Sky, do you guys see stuff on this map? Because I think you should, but I don't.
That's black for me.
There's the boat here, so that's odd. Might be very theater of mind, huh? Now I can see some stuff because I have Mac down, and I put you down too. So, how weird. I don't know how that works. So I would try probably not to move your tokens then, since it'll mess with the stuff at home. You're not going to need them anyway, since there's really nothing to do with that. But I stress, so remember at homes, whoever's still moving them. I really don't know how to control this camera for this scene. Full screen. I want to zoom out though. Sorry folks at home, I don't know how this works. This scene's being really stupid. Okay. Well, that being said, I'm gonna hide this scene because it's making me nauseous as it's moving. Okay, so theater of mind. You guys left the town. This is, again, not a map for you to use. You've been here before. You headed out. It was, we'll say, about 8 o'clock at night. With sort of a vague idea, I think I moved forward a day, with a vague idea of a free radical checkpoint somewhere down the road between here and before Rusty's farm. I guess got between that distance. So with that being said, I think Raven, you should probably do a survival and perception roll to see if you encounter anything weird out here, or, you know, as to what that travel is like. What'd you get here, Raven? 0 successes. Okay. So the base difficulty is 0, assuming difficulty consider. It's a pretty easy trip, but you are going at it in the middle of the night, so I'd say, you know, especially your vision's certainly limited. As a reminder, combat in the dark does have a penalty to you. Let's see. Here's some journey complications. We don't need that. Aha! I have a table. Somewhere.
Sam, it hard to see, sorry.
It's okay. We just gotta remain sneaky.
Well, as you all travel down the road here in the night, with limited vision and a very uncertain direction of where these people might be. It's not much more walking before the sound of gunshots ring out. You can hear what sounds like a pistol firing in quick succession. And given your bearings on this path, you're heading south, you think this is coming from a sort of a westernly direction. This would be sort of between the road and the river. It's possible someone's camped over there. This doesn't seem to be buildings or such that you, like Rusty mentioned, roadside stand. Not in sight, though. What's the plan of attack in a situation like this? Keep moving? Engage?
Raven, do you hear that shooting? Should we check it out?
Yes, let's check it.
All right, let's sneak over there.
As you head off the beaten path, the sound of gunshots come to a close. You still have a little bit of direction to you. Raven, why don't you go ahead and roll another perception and survival. Okay. With a success of 2, even though the gunshots have stopped, you're still able to focus in on the best idea you had. As you're making your way deeper and deeper off that path, a set of cabins comes into view. One of them was what looks like flickering lights coming from the interior. I'd say you're at least at medium to long range away from the cabin upon this.
Sam, I see a cabin with a light on.
Should we go peek through the window? See what's going on?
That sound like good IEAD.
Let's do it. Hopefully my rickety bones don't give us away.
You need some oil.
Right you are.
Sorry, is this a stealth? Are people going in stealthy?
Yes.
Okay. We're looking up here. I need... Okay. So... I think they roll perception and survival to see you. Like that's how anyone, I do believe, rolls to kind of catch on. Where's their little roll table? Hello? Is it because oh. Maybe that. If you want to go ahead and roll your, I think it's stealth and agility versus this. And if Raven wants to lead it, wonderful, wonderful. 2 successes. this guy, this character that I'm rolling for is got a complication. And as you sneak up to that window and peer in, you see the corpse of a glowing ghoul splayed out, lumped out on the ground. And in the corner, you see a man laying on the ground, wounded, arm torn open, bad. And you see a protectron with him, a medical protectron of all things.
Should we go help him? He was really bent out of shape. And those protectrons, those medical ones, they can be butchers sometimes.
Yeah, that wound looked bad.
Let's go check on him. We'll open the door, go inside, make ourselves known.
And as that door kind of squeaks open, the man on the floor, he leans up as best he can with the gun aimed in your direction, the pistol ready to fire, probably assuming you are another ghoul.
Hold it. We're not ghoulified. I'm trained in medicine. Let me please help you.
Fine. I'm bleeding out over here in this thing. Not doing any good work. And the Protectron goes, please hold still. This is a dangerous wound. You are likely to need amputation. Enough! He's trying to push the Protectron away. Sam.
I get the Protectron to back off, and I reach in my medicine bag and start to get to work.
Okay. Go ahead. You can roll your intelligence and medicine check on this. This is definitely an injury to his arm, so I think an injury takes time to heal. You could give him a stim pack, which would heal it right away if you happen to have one of those. Although you can obviously just do your medical check to see if you can do anything for it here and now.
I threw out a medicine check.
Oh, 4 successes. Wonderful. Since he has 1 wound, max out your pool there on AP. That's great. And, we haven't done this one in a while, and I always forget. How does criticals and injuries... How do we do the injury healing? I don't think you can do too much on the scene without a stim pack. I think most other injuries is that thing where you have to heal over long-term recovery. So, with that great test, though, you definitely stem the bleeding on this, but his hand is partially eaten by this ghoul that was chomping at the bit here. Without a stim pack or something more serious, the best you can do is patch him up like that. So let me just double check. Yeah, go ahead.
I'll give him a stim pack. I have some to spare.
Oh, great. Treating an injury, first aid. Oh, you know what? Nope. That was me misdoing that. Sam, I had to reread the rules because I there's all these stipulations that I forgot. There's not a lot, but I forget. So intelligence medicine, you could do one of the following. Oh, that's when you're in combat, though. That's the stipulation. If you're willing to give him a stim pack, we'll just say that is a full recovery on him with that 4. That's how we'll roll that one. If you give that stim pack up, you jab him with it, and in a matter of moments does his hand begin to regenerate in full, far from the mangled mess that you saw him with just moments ago. And as he kind of, stretches his fingers here, well, mighty good of you to show up when you did. Wow. I really thought I was done for there. The name's Francis. Who are you?
My name's Sam Houston. This is my friend, Raven.
Nice to meet you. See there in the shadows. Looks at Raven when he says that. This is my Protectron companion friend. I don't know. Been with him for a while, but not. Well, let's just say I didn't travel with him because he's a good doctor. Have any luck with these things before? You ever seen one of them? I've been using this one as a sort of a pack mule. And you can see this Dr. Protectron does have like a lot of bags slung over its shoulders and stuff like that.
I mean, some of them were okay. Most of them, not so great. But also, I 200 years, or not 200, but like 30 years. We'll do a lot to one of these, especially with no repairs.
Yeah, tell me about it. This one. Oh, you know what I just keep telling it is we're on our way responding to a medical emergency, and it's followed me quite a ways. Jeez.
Wow, they made one that heal people too.
Well, where am I headed is a little bit of a here and there question. Let's just say I'm not really from one spot too long. I'm a nomad like you like. And, well, I don't know these days. Running is what I was doing, and honestly, I'm a little ashamed to say I don't even know where the hell here is. I was following the river for quite a ways, and I thought I was going south, but I guess I'm not much of a traveler. And this guy here doesn't really got much of a sense of direction either. Silly question, but whereabouts is here?
We're pretty close to the Ohio River, just a few clicks to the east of it. You're north of the West Virginia lumber mill, and south of a little town that we're from.
Keep the river to my right if I'm heading south. Got it. Well, yeah, there was a little bit of a snafu about that I was following the river for a bit. Had to go into the woods. There was a lot of raiders there. I didn't feel like getting into that. So, yeah. You guys have anything to eat?
Almost definitely. If you wanted to go check out this place too, you're more than welcome to. But in the meantime, I do have some food for you. But we're from a town called Hope, and we got people there. They can finish looking over your hand. We've got a doctor there. We also got a guy who works on robots, so he might be able to take a look at this guy, see if we can get him in a little bit better shape, and if you're, maybe willing to stay a little while. I know that our town doctor could really use it.
You're actually from Hope, Dr. Jacobs Hope.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, then you really are the people I needed to run into. I wasn't about to say exactly where I was going to strangers. I'm sorry, even though you just helped me with my hand. It's, maybe better not to tell people where you're going. I just...
Safety first.
But I am looking for safe harbor, and we got some things to trade. That's why I loaded my old friend up here, carrying some all but food. That got eaten on the way. I mean, I've got some extra ammo, but just sort of rocking this little pea shooter here, and he's armed with a 10mm pistol. So you can see he's not like exceptionally. Actually, I'd say across the room too, you probably see that there was a double barrel shotgun that is like slid out. Probably you could assume out of ammo at this stage. Maybe what put some of the final rounds into that ghoul. I wouldn't turn down a good helping hand if there's anything we could do or I could do to help out. But just even pointing me in the right direction, I hope, would be a good starter.
You're just gonna want to head north on this road, and I'll pull out a map and kind of show him where we are and relative to where he needs to go. And I'll also give him some Instamash.
Great. He takes that very happily. See one more time if I can throw you guys just to the Appalachian map. If I can't, no worries. It's the people at home. I did again send me this one. That's me. I keep not realizing.
Hey, just say Raven and Sam sent you.
Yeah, you'll want to go find a guy named Tom. He's in the robot repair shop, and like she said, tell him that Sam and Raven sent you. Ask him to take a look at that robot.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. Thanks for the food and the stim pack. Yeah, we'll head up that way now. So we get our last couple things picked up here. Where you guys going back there too, or you're?
We're out here looking for a free radical encampment. Have you seen anything?
Well, I mean, I tried to stay away from them, but there were not too far down the road a couple. That's sort of why we're in the woods anyway. But we dove off after seeing a couple hang out around some little like buildings. There was like an ice cream stand and like a little trailer park, I guess, tiny sort of thing. It wasn't far off the road. It's, you can see it. You can see the ice cream stand especially. They kind of maybe tuck into there. But we chose to go far around. This guy's not fast, not exactly quiet, so we try and cut a wide path when we can.
Thank you for the directions. It's much appreciated.
Yeah, sure.
You stay safe on the travels, friend.
Thanks. Back at you. Catch you maybe around the town then.
I most definitely. We'll be back. We'll be back sometime early tomorrow. We're celebrating Halloween, so maybe find yourself a costume on the way.
Okay. Yeah, sure. He's a little confused by that one, I think. Not exactly maybe being used to celebrating, or even knowing maybe what day it is. Or that anyone still celebrates Halloween. Okay. If you guys are good to leave Francis on their way, he'll make his way back to Hope then, having given him the info. Unless there's anything else you guys want to kind of do here. It's a pretty abandoned cabin. Maybe there's some things to loot here. It sort of depends if you guys want to spend time doing that now or later. It would take actual time. Like looting takes, I want to say, like somewhere around like 30 minutes or an hour or something like that. 30 minutes.
Depends on what Raven wants to do, but I kind of want to get a move on.
Hey Sam, we can loot this later.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe we can hit it on the way back.
So getting back on to the beaten path, you follow Francis's directions as best you can. Still vague. Guy doesn't know exactly where he is, but it doesn't take you too long before you do see a familiar ice cream stand. One you guys have passed before. Nothing exceedingly special, just, again, dilapidated structures on the side. Stuff you're fairly used to seeing everywhere. But it's as you get closer, you once again see light. You see what you assume might be torches kind of moving between trees or structures back there in the woods. Hard to tell at first, but you see kind of that flickering, they go away, reemerge. What is the plan for going after these guys? We're stealthing in there and throwing stuff, or set this up for me?
So, we'll sneak in there. Raven, she can take care of maybe the eggs, and I'll light the flaming Brahmin bag on their doorstep.
Okay.
I think she has a better arm than I do.
Okay.
Egg and run got you, Sam.
I also will most definitely have my combat shotgun ready, just in case.
Sure. I just need to figure out what's their raider. We'll just have to go ahead and roll another. What is it? Sneak and agility test there. And I'm just rolling a couple survivals on the side. They are not doing any kind of good. Ha! Okay. Got it. So, Raven, with a sneak of 2, you are able to pass stealthily by these raiders. They're distracted as you're getting closer. Laughter, banter. You hear probably drinking and some other things going on. And as you're getting up to these, Raven's going to do the egging and Sam's going to do the lighting of a bag. So why don't we have you go ahead and roll your sneak and agility as well, so we know what you are working with here. These raiders did not do good, though, so we've got some possibilities here. Okay. So, Raven, you're getting to throw it, right? You guys are going to time this out properly, I'm hoping, so that... Where do you put a shit bag in a raider encampment? Do you just throw that in there, too? Or you stick it really the closest thing outside their little doorway? Or you just light their whole ice cream shack on fire?
No. Well, that might be a consequence. But, yeah, just like, I guess, the front door of the parlor. And then just knock and then run.
Sure.
After she's egged it quite a bit.
Well, I'd say as these people are outside walking around their encampment sort of area, when the eggs start falling, they're gonna start probably reacting. So I'll let that be as it will if you guys sort of want to give a brief narration of that strategy. But again, I'll warn that when those eggs start flying, these raiders are gonna know something's going on. Maybe not what direction, but
I throw an egg at their door.
crack. And the next thing you hear is that door going. And you see a raider start to look out, kind of around. He sees egg yolk running down the door. What the hell? Who's out there? With that, 2 more raiders join him. And they proceed outside.
While they're walking away, I'll sneak up behind him and put the bag in front of the door.
Gotcha. So those 3 raiders begin to kind of take a small patrol outside, starting to like look for what's going on. And they start to kind of, they think they're sort of chasing something. I don't know if Raven would do anything to kind of maybe lure them out further in there to give you a little bit of, some free room to wiggle. But I'd say it's about that.
And fire another one at a tree nearby.
Oh, yeah. There you go. They start looking in that direction. Sam, you go down to light that bag. They're going to do a ding-dong ditch with a burning shit bag on the porch. And you go down, you light this. And as you are leaning down to light that bag, Sam, there are 2 big boots that you see come to a stop right in front of you as you're leaning down into that doorway to light that bag. Hey, little man. We weren't expecting company tonight. What's this gift you're leaving on the porch?
Tomorrow's Halloween. It's just a little bag of treats.
Seems more like a little bag of tricks.
Come on, back in your day, you never got into a little mischievous fun. Wouldn't this be such a good prank to play on those other guys who just walked out of here?
You're here playing it on me.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I think you might have a laugh yourself.
Oh, we're gonna be laughing, but it's gonna be at your expense. Hey, boys! We got a little troublemaker over here.
With that, I fire an egg at his head, yell, Sam, run.
Oh. Go ahead, roll your chance to hit him. It'll be a difficulty 2. It's an egg. You're throwing it, I'm assuming, long distance into a raider. Come on, Raven. Difficulty 2. You got this. Oh. Splat. It hits next to him on the wall. It goes, get out of there! All your friends! You guys choose to stay and fight, retreat? What's the strategy here? I think there's a retreat mechanic.
Trick or treat.
Sometimes NPCs must flee. Oh no, sorry. Sometimes PCs must flee. Luck of the draw. PCs spend luck to introduce a narrative escape detail. It costs 2 luck. Is this for real? This doesn't. That is for real. Group test difficulty equal to luck spent. Oh. Cost 2 luck simple, 3 luck average, 4 luck for hard. Oh. Success. Narrate escape failure. It fails. PCs cannot retry until the next round. Every person for themselves. PC without luck can escape if at extreme range from enemies at round end. Well, okay. So you're in a little bit of a pickle with a raider who saw Sam. That's why this happened. That's why I wanted to narrate it very specifically. 3 of them bumblefucked the whole thing, and they went out there on their own. They even got a complication. So, one of those guys may not even be one to worry about. But the one raider did very well, and specifically Sam, he equaled to you, Raven, but Sammy boy he saw. So, Sam, you're right up next to him. He's definitely in melee range of you. There is an escape option. You could try and talk your way out of it through a luck roll. I mean, I know you kind of already did that a little bit with attempting to talk him down, but lots of options. You got grenades. You got whatever you want to do. This guy's not happy with you, though. Yeah.
Because you said, like, it's based on difficulty. What is the difficulty?
I'd say this is a 2 luck escape. Because it's 2 luck for simple, 3 for average, and 4 for hard. I think given that there's only one person there that's directly, like, right in your range, probably 2 luck, and then you roll and it would be a difficulty 2 to escape. So group test, so it's a group test, so someone gets to help, someone leads it. And it doesn't exactly say what you're doing. Does it say actually dash or hide major actions? Oh, these are kind of interesting. There's just a little unrelated, but it's actually part of the section. So it says strength / agility plus athletics. You could use that to try and dash away. So it's strength or agility. And then there's hide, which is agility / perception plus sneak. So you could use either of those 2 to but I don't know if that one seems a little rough for you, Sam, to try and sneak away. Although maybe you could if Raven does like a pelting of the eggs or something.
I'll pay the 2 buck.
Okay.
And I'll, in very comedic fashion, I'll kind of look behind him very quizzically and say, what's that behind you?
Huh?
And I will roll it.
1 short. Can we do a...
I will... I'll use more luck, I guess.
I keep firing eggs to help Sam escape.
Or can she help? Can she roll? Like, can she do an assist?
It's an interesting question. I think... Yeah, we'll let Raven do an assist on that. She can. If she's gonna use eggs, it's gonna go back to a throw action. But yes, if you get a success on this Raven, that will count as assisting. Good question. Glad you asked.
Use AP if you want to, Raven. We have plenty of it.
Yeah, you guys are maxed out.
I would probably just use AP.
Yeah, so long as a 1, that's I guess all Matt can give you, right?
For my sake.
Okay, I will buy 2 more dice.
Okay. Go for it. So above board, I'm definitely gonna let that go. I'm seriously questioning, can people actually add dice to an assist roll? I'm gonna have to read that.
I don't think you can, because I think you get to only take the one on the far left. Let me just check. Not that it really matters, but I think we... If that's the case, by the way, I'll give you...
Oh, did I screw up?
Well, I'm just thinking, I don't know that you actually can add AP for a thing like that. It's a little... I don't know what the tests are in the rules. I wish they had made this book a little easier to navigate a lot of the time. Skill tests. Here, let's try this section. So this was a group test. When your whole group attempts a single large activity, like sneaking through an area together or traveling, you make a special kind of assisted test. This normally occurs in the difficulty. Okay. The leader of the group rolls normal, so it's 2d20. They buy the extras if they want. Everyone else rolls 1d20 using their own attribute plus skill. So I guess technically Sam could buy stuff, but Raven can't. I think just for the sake of this one, though, we'll let this slide just for the sake of time. To say that it does go through and give Sam that window to back out of that. But yeah, technically only Sam can buy those and Raven cannot. Whoever leads the test. So with that, you hit him. But it's sort of a shallow victory in that way. Unless you guys want to do it a different way.
I'm good. I'm scared.
Got you.
I turn tail and I bolt out of there.
A good plan. And with that, a successful egging of their place, I suppose. For the sake of time, I don't know if anyone wants to do anything extra, or if you guys want to put a pin in it here. Probably a good spot to do that for tonight. And come back, whether it's next week or maybe a little later, and pick up with Halloween and Hope then. But you've got your Raiders, mischieved. Anything else you guys want to do in that vicinity, though, while you're here?
Bolt out.
Okay. Well then, like I said, let's put a pin in it here tonight. We'll,
I run.
Okay. Pick up with it one of the next episodes. To chat out there, it's going to be a little bit before we come back around. But yeah, with that, they have completed their little mischief night. Go back to town, you met a new person, and we'll see where that takes us. To everyone at home, thanks for being here tonight. Appreciate your time, and we'll catch you in an episode very soon. Good night, and good luck.